Всем привет, я продолжаю проходить игру Hogwarts Legacy. Продолжаем проходить эту игру. Так, а с этим мы покончили, да? Точно. Сейчас посмотрим еще раз. Удостоверимся, все сделали, нет? Испытания. Да, все. Можно выходить. Спокойно. Проценты. Ну вот. Соберем, что там можно. Растенёрся, вот можно. И Вальта. Мандрагора, да? 5 штук у нас, хорошо. А что по поводу заданий? Комита, да, пока что. Ну, идемте. Далеко? Думаете-то? Ну... Идем в астрономическую башню. В принципе, надо что-то метлу нам не предлагает улучшить. Продавить метел. Ну, пойдемте. Так. Еще секрет тут раскатать. В Хогвартсе. Так. Оставшись. Это, наверное, с колокольчиком что-то делать, но я не пойму, что. Пока что. Так, мы правильно идем-то? Вроде вверх, все правильно. Вроде правильно. Что ж.
Hello there.
Давайте.
Hello, old mate. Do I recall you saying that you speak Gobbledy-gook? I did. I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade? It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help? Of course. How exciting. Well, might this be dangerous? I think he simply wants to show me something that involves Gobbledy-gook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's. Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better. You said you know Gobbledy-gook, but how well? I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them. Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin? Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in Gobbledy-gook with a native speaker. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me, being self-taught and all. Lodgok is waiting. Should we go? Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Ну что ж, пойдем в шахту. Так, карта. Карта мира, фантомима, так. Ну, кто здесь?
handy resource indeed, your field
Ну,
guide.
идем.
I'm most pleased to be included.
Аккуратно только.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals. Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen. Either by the eye above the enchanted door, or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Идемте. Понятно, надо быть невидимым. Ну, глянь, мне сразу люди есть эти. Давайте-ка. Вот так. И для оста действительно не проблема. Так.
Clever.
The door is looking at us.
Готово. Заходим.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real
Друг
grand
друга.
mind.
Давайте
It's even
узнаем.
grander than I had expected.
Грибы всякие имеются.
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this needle.
Это важно.
Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Поджечь.
workmanship aside, it's the only way
Вот там
forward.
можно поджечь что-то точно.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine. Accio.
Так, допустим. Ага. Что еще? Ух ты. Сумка. Нет, все что. Так, можно сюда пройти, можно. Пусти. Можно сюда.
I've read about mines like this, but seeing them is something else altogether.
Хорошая шахта.
Accio.
Отличная шахта. Металлургическая.
We need to be careful, as I'm sure you know, not all goblins are as friendly as Lodgok, to say the least.
Couple of little noble calves, far
That was a
Готово.
little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us
Sure.
through this safely, Amit. You have my word.
Сюда обещаю.
Revelio.
Ну-ка, это так. Так, все. Здесь тоже нужно будет использовать. Мы же с вами.
Being watched
А это зачем?
by a door.
Ну-ка,
Accio.
пока неизвестно. А если сюда пойдем, что тут? Просто вода.
We won't get through as long as we can be seen.
Мы можем открыть
by
эти двери. А там что?
Revelio.
Погодите. Это обратный путь, да? Сейчас, подождите.
Yes,
Идем.
of course.
Ну, может, с этой можно с рычагом какую-нибудь вкусняшку поймать. А нет. Так. Не удалось.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays. Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans. A schematic? Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-footed. Revelio.
Ладно, идем дальше. Всякие поварешки тут. Всякие поварешки. Так, куда можно пройти? Туда. Давайте посмотрим, что там вначале происходит. Это что?
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something
Строят
rather
что-то
large.
большое, ну что?
But what? Revelio. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
И туда, да? А там что, погодите тогда, в таком случае. Блин, там столько золотых всего есть. Интересного. А тут что, ладно. Посмотрим сверху, если... Вот так. Ну вот, как-то так.
Revelio. Fascinating to see Gobblедуке written in a goblin hand.
Как-то так.
Flourishes are extraordinary. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Интересного. Это все. Это все. Как бы. Как бы. Ну вот, ой, так, Хамид, спокойно. Так, ну здесь все, больше ничего, да? В той комнате нету, но зато там есть что-то интересное. Ладно, идем, посмотрим, что здесь у нас. Надо тут искать.
Was that your best?
Так, ладно, сейчас. Ой, еще? Подкрепление. Ах ты гад. Погоди. Так. Нормально. Ой. Готов.
Stay close.
Сундук есть, я вижу. Какой-то.
This place is more complex than I
Это
had
может поджечь?
expected.
Это можно поджечь. Так, у нас нет больше отвара. Чтобы взять.
Another schematic.
Так,
What are they
наверху.
going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Сундук наверху. А тут можно залезть? Можно.
I suspect it must.
Отлично. Вроде может. Так, идем. Блин, этот. Как нельзя? Нет. Тупик. Небольшой. А, тут не может слезть. По лестнице. Так. Ага, еще отвар. Это можно? Это что? Погодите, погодите. Что у нас здесь? Сундук. Сейчас мы его и возьмем. Ничего нет. Только все блестит. Ну ладно, берем. Глобусы. Отлично. А здесь что? Капюшон. Это просто капюшон. Так, ладно. И все, что ли? Это не то. Нет. Ладно, сюда идем. Возьмем. Тоже пригодятся. Сейчас скажет построить. Так, туда можно пойти. Что у нас там? Ай-яй-яй. Сейчас. Отвалите. Кто это? Еще один. Так, растения, все. Но не густо как-то. Как-то не густо. Все это. Идем дальше. Еще гоблины. Так, ну давайте. Так, тихо. Тихо. Много вас, а? Готов? Тихо. Ну не того. Ну ладно, фиг с ним. Так. Ну вот.
That should be the last of them, I'll eat.
Готово. Так. Ну вот, готово. Как-то так.
Revelio.
Ну вот. Разобрались с этим. Идем. Так, дальше. А это что? Ну-ка. Ладно. Идем. Идемте. Дверь тут открывается, интересно. Так. Давай говорим шепотом. Шепотом. Просто шепотом. Тут все есть, да? Давайте. Смотрим, что тут. Сундук где-то есть. Не строят огромные буквы, строят огромные штуфы. Давайте. Ну, давайте. Так, и убираться. Это что такое? Это лифт какой-то. Это не лифт? Это лифт? Не лифт. Не работает. Работает все. Отлично. Поехали. Блин, там сундук остался. Я не подписывался. Все, мешает, пора убираться отсюда. Ну да. Ну ладно, тебе втянешься. Пару таких приключений втянешься. Так, идем.
Hello, Amora.
Так. Угу. Ну, здесь что-то еще есть. Костюм и разрушенная высокая лестница. Понятно. Так. Сокровище. Ну, пойдем. Ну, идемте. Так. Смотри-ка, лифт. Вот вижу. Отлично. Отлично. Что ж, выходим. В таком случае. Только если нашего друга не схватили. На выходе. А нет, все в порядке. Все, я волновался.
Can we please talk about...
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was.
It really was.
Плохо,
I'm
просто
afraid I've had
ужасно.
enough
Пожалуй,
adventure for
хватит с
one day.
меня на сегодня приключений.
For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit.
Спасибо,
I
Митя.
couldn't have
Без
done it
тебя у меня
without
бы
you.
не вышло.
Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you
Я
to it.
оставлю.
Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade
Включи.
someday.
Замечательно. Так,
Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans.
обнаружили
Ranrock
чертежи.
must be
Должно
searching
быть
for the
Ранрок ищет
repositories.
хранилище.
I fear you are correct. Other
Знаю,
than
где
Rookwood
есть.
Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Где ты меня совал? Ну ладно. Ну вот. Так. Так. Дальше. Что дальше? Ничего. Совы. Тоже молчат.
I hope Professor Fitzgerald has confirmed what she needed to. I have to complete the next trial as soon as I can.
Еще одно испытание уже. Рановато как-то. Задание. Ага, вот. Наконец-то. Ну, идем. Понятно. Так, идемте. Так, сова. Хосмит, наконец-то. Все ждал от нее весточки. Метлы. С вами.
Here I come.
Идем.
Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you. You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. You're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This may sound presumptuous, but...
You'd like me to report back with even more flight details.
You know me well. I feel I'm almost there. I just think I can improve broom flight a bit more. Miss Ray's is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really, what with rumours of Ranrock's lot and Ashwinders infiltrating the place. However, if you're flying high above them, you should be all right, I think.
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks. I'll see if I can find Imelda.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling this final upgrade is going to be a sweeping success. Do be careful, of course. I shall look forward to hearing from you soon.
Ну вот.
I look forward to our next meeting.
Пойдемте. Сначала я бы хотел бы... Там же... решение. О, вот метла второго уровня. Сейчас продам вещи сначала, ладно? Давайте это сделаем.
Perhaps I could test out my new upgrade on the way.
Там где-то был магазин какой-то.
Take your time looking about. Plenty of wonderful books to stoke a curious mind like yours.
Так, вот у нас что-то всего много скопилось. Давайте это продадим. Ну вот, как-то так.
Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Идемте.
If it thinks it's got hold of the jar.
Так. Что про сову еще у нас там сказали? Так. Таланты. Ой, какие таланты, блин. Испытания. Почта. О. Угу. Больше никто письма не оставил. Ладно. Хочу испытать на той гонке. Карта мира. Так. Да. Вот сюда полетим. Отсюда полетим. Потому что пробнем. Пробуем.
another adventure, are we?
Так. Ну, как-то так. Идем. Тоже рекорд поставить свой. Сидим. Идемте пробуем. Попробуем, что ли? Так. 0,5. Поехали. Попробуем. Все равно быстро.
I'm getting the hang of this. There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
Не упасть бы.
Brilliant.
Блин, я не могу. Угу. Держать ее на месте. Ускорение. Давай, давай, давай. Мы сможем сделать. Почти готово. Ну вот. Осталось 4 мишени. Ну, неплохо. Так-то.
I'd say that was acceptable.
Давай, давай. Есть.
I've got this.
Ну вот. Теперь мы рекордсмены. Правда, немножко ошиблись. Ну, это... Ну вот. Готово. Так, ну куда-то надо-то. Пойдемте посмотрим. Что ли? Отсюда. Полетим.
Imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue powder.
Не знаю, что флипенда. Нам надо лететь дальше.
What do you have in store for me this time?
Надо меня гнать флипендой. Так. Спокойно пролечу. Опа. Ну вот. На
The
месте.
course looks rather deserted. I hope everything's all right.
Hufflepuff, over here.
Сюда.
Hello again, Imelda. This course is a bit far from the
Вот это
castle,
самка,
isn't
да?
it?
Obviously. Evidently too far for most of our classmates. Pathetic. They should be begging me to keep these trials alive, not running scared. I'm surprised our new 5th year showed up. I suppose I appreciate the effort.
That's actually... thank you.
I know I can be impatient, but I get frustrated by those who don't take things as seriously as I do. And in my experience, that's everyone. Anyway, don't let it go to your head. Right then, enough chatter. I'm confident I've posted a time you won't be able to beat.
We'll soon see how I fare, won't we? I'm ready.
Get ready to lose, Hufflepuff.
Ну, попробуем.
Brilliant flying, if I do say so myself.
Что за ерунда? Блин. Полетели. Немножко промахнулись. 29. Ух. Готово. Ну, как-то так.
This is going well.
Летим с комфортом. Время мы ее побили. Хи-хи-хи. Так. О, здесь будет сложно. Ну, не слишком. Так. Ну, почти плавно. Летим. Просто летим. Опа-опа. Так. Опа-па. Так.
That wasn't too difficult. Excellent.
Готово.
Brilliant flying, if I do say so myself.
Блин. Махнулся что-то.
Excellent.
Я быстрее, чем это. Да блин.
Made it.
Ну вот.
That wasn't too bad.
Но можно и получше. Много ошибок было. Давайте.
That was quite something.
Impressive work today, but don't get too comfortable. I'll be on your heels in no time. My family's not going to believe the news when I tell them. They're almost as competitive as I am. Almost.
Do you get your competitiveness from your family?
You could say that. My grandfather played Quidditch for Puddlemere United. And my father, well, he was a chaser for Slytherin, but had to stop after a curse took his knees out. Said it was the Gryffindor beater. And me, I fell in love with flying the first time I saw the ground disappear beneath my feet. Something about the freedom you feel on a broom. I've not been able to stop since.
Will you keep running these courses?
I'll race them myself. Don't want to get rusty. But I won't be dealing with time trials. You're welcome to run them too. Anyway, hope we find time to fly again soon.
I take it you want to play for a team, but which one? And which position?
I'm my father's girl. A chaser through and through. You'd know that if Black hadn't cancelled Quidditch this year. As for a team, it's the Holyhead Harpies I've always dreamt of. When I'm finished with school, I'll try out. If for some reason I don't get accepted, I don't know what I'll do. Herbology, perhaps? Because if that did happen, you might as well pop me and call me a mandrake. I'd never stop screaming.
It's been fun competing against your records, Imelda.
It has been fun. Glad you're here. 5th year. Not bad. For a Hufflepuff. You take care of yourself.
Ну вот. Давайте еще раз попробуем. Может, лучше
Beginner's
получится.
luck, guys.
I should let Mr. Weeks know that this was his best upgrade yet.
Так. 26 у нас, да? Ну нет, до Руби у нас далеко еще. Попробуем еще раз. Да, блин. Не, заново. Сова. Люди. Нужно помножить в лесу. Ну, хорошо, сейчас выйду в настройки. Главное меню. Да. Сейчас перезайду. У меня не промахнулся, будет то же самое примерно время. Это нехорошо. Вон третий уровень. Я хочу хотя бы второй получить. Поехали. Полетели, точнее. Так, третья. Пока бронза.
That wasn't too difficult. Excellent.
Давай. Ну, попадишь ты. Ну, как-то так. Не останавливались. Что хорошо. Что летит впереди меня все-таки.
If I do say so myself.
Так. Я все равно ошибся немножко. Не ищу совсем. Самая новость. Полетим.
Going well.
Блин, сейчас упаду. Черт. Все. Замечено. Блин. Что там еще? Сейчас, погодите. Не нравится. Да. Ну, для победы достаточно, но все-таки. Нам не хватит скорости еще. Обязательно третью скорость рубать. Ну, давай. О, ускорились. Неплохо. По максимуму проехать. Лететь. Фух. Сквозь тоже можно. Да, блин, слишком резко. Фух. Справился. Справление. Диким. Всего чуть не хватает, чтобы успеть на первое место. здесь. Так. Ну, неплохо довольно-таки. Идем.
This is going well.
Да блин. Хотела бы. Высший пилотаж. Ух. Что интересно? Блин. Пропустили. Опять проиграл. Но почему? Мне плохо что-то. Вообще плохо. Ну, очень-то секунду, но все равно проиграл. Все равно проиграл. Еще раз. Все. Блин, сложно. Как так быстро, а? 100 секунд.
This is going well.
Плавнее. С ускорениями. Да блин, заново. Пожалуйста, заново. Да. Сложно, конечно. Ух. Я бы на второй выйти пока есть. Точится. Ну сразу ускорение почему-то больше. Как он это делает? В парах. Что-то не знаю. Ну блин. Угу. Держи. Это петляет. Слишком. Ускоряемся. Так. Так. Допустим. Ускорение. Плавит есть. Все равно плохо-то. Все равно плохо. Лечу я. Так. Неплохо. Ускоримся так. Нет, я держусь, но все равно не успеваю. Блин, нам уже на финише, да? 25. Нет.
This is rather fun.
Улучшить проект. Можно чуть лучше. Нет. Ладно. Возвращаемся тогда вместе. Так, Хосмит. Меня интересует. Сейчас. Идемте. Блин. Погодите. Хосмит. Угу.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Так, мы на месте.
How's my favourite test flyer?
Hello again, Mr. Weeks. I set a new record at the South Course.
Fantastic! Your broom performed well then?
The best upgrade yet. It flew beautifully, incredibly nimble. But with the speeds it now reaches, I can feel the wind catching beneath the seat a bit, preventing it from reaching its full potential.
Of course! Should have anticipated that. Exactly the kind of report I've come to expect from you. At last, I think I know what needs to be done for my final upgrade.
What will you do after the final upgrade is complete?
I aim to make Spintwitches the most sought-after shop in Hogsmeade. And I wouldn't mind getting back on a broom myself, just for the thrill of it. Couldn't be more pleased we made headway with the upgrades. Proved the naysayers wrong. Made all the hard work worth it.
I shall look forward to speaking again.
I'll be sure to send you an owl when I'm finished. Thank you again for your help. Couldn't have done this without you.
Ну ладно.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Готово. Испытание. Так, это бой, понятно. Исследование. Да. Шла вроде улучшилась. Это Хогвартс. Точнее, неизвестно. А где-то было задание. А что у нас по метлам было? Наши были где-то лучше не метил или нет? Вот эти шары, магия, Мерлин. Так, секреты, да? Странно. Ну, ладно. Так, у нас задание. Так, стерем к лесу. Давайте по порядку. Задание. Угу. Ну, пойдемте. На уровень. Давайте. Блин, я не то улучшил. Блин, а навык у нас еще остался. Ладно. Посмотрим. В общем, посмотрим. Так, идемте. Спрятный лес. 8 уровень. Так, запретный лес. Да, блин. Так, карта мира. Так, начнем. Движение. Так. Вроде можно пешком дойти. И можно и на пони. Здрасте. Мимо. Фантомимо. Так. Ничего не знаю. Ну, слезай. Так. Спокойно. Спускайся. Все. Да опускайся, что ли. Отлично. Ну что ж,
I can
пойдем.
do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Им помочь. Ну давайте.
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming,
Что мы
so
пойдем. Так что
it's less of a
это
meeting
неожиданно.
and more of a surprise, I suppose.
Once we tell them about the Snidgets, they'll understand why we came and they'll want to help.
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. I just... Never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure it'll all be fun.
Сейчас посмотрим. Кентавры. Все тряслось.
What do you think you're doing?
Здесь нужно людишки.
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah, I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur and it spoke back.
No, never. We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care.
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
Ну что ж, пойдемте. За лунным камнем в пещеру.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
Ну что ж. Где-то лес. Все выполнили, нет? Hogwarts. Не Hogwarts. Пойдемте. Рядышком.
Handy resource indeed.
Так, подождите. Подождите. Сюда надо. Идем. Шлить.
A castle must have been quite stately in its time.
Так, идем. Так. С этим разобрались.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
Кончится Харлоу. Ну, посмотрим.
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Давайте. Далеко. Хвастаемся. Пойдемте. Поговорим со всеми по одному. Так. Наверх.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Наверх.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No. I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Так. Все в космосе, что хорошо.
Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check that.
Please tell me you didn't take it.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man. But when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was it?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
Идем дальше. Так, аккуратно. Опа. Как-то так.
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation. and so I refused.
You may have shared Mr. Bickle's fate if you had spoken out against Harlow as he requested.
Unfortunately, I suspect you're right.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again. But do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. How to find Natty?
Ну, пойдемте. О, пешком же. Пешком. Идем пешком. Так, нормально. Опа.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Давайте посмотрим. В трактире. Так. А это не она была? Случайно по дороге-то. Нет. Вроде бы и нет. Что, пойдемте посмотрим.
Natty must be around here somewhere. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken. Revelio!
Так, идем. Идемте.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Так, сюда. Сюда. Так.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her.
Заходим. Мы в этом...
Footprints led to this room.
Это же другой туннель.
There must be another way forward.
Так, сейчас. Даже так. Смотрите, подвал. Как их два допустить? Интересно. Нет. Готово.
Natty must have been taken this way.
Натти.
I need to find her quickly. Revelio.
Давайте посмотрим. Кожаная кепка.
Let's be sure I'm not seen.
Найдите любимое письмо.
alive.
Шел такси.
Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
Ладно, идем.
Just keep an eye out.
Что они не расходятся, это плохо, конечно. Разошлись, нет. Блин, черт. Вот черт. Так. Кто так? Сундук. Но не наш, да? Успел? Я успел. Понятно. Минус. Ладно. Ой. Готово. Кто еще? Что-то хотел. Хотел по-тихому, не получилось. Ну, как всегда, в принципе. Ну, попробуй. Ну, попробуй. Так, психи нашел. Что-то найду. Угу. Так, это, наверное... Ага. Это, наверное... Ага. Ага. Так, это что? Ага. Откроем. Головы. Шапка. Невидимка. Что еще есть? Угу. Ну блин. Серьезно. Может, по-другому еще можно как-то эту решетку рвать, но я не знаю другие способы. Так. И он там. Угу. Это сундук, да? Понятно. Это просто сундук. А там что? Что эй? Что эй? Я не эй. Так. Что значит эй? Я и так справлюсь. Ой, забыл уже. Ну вот. Что-то есть. Я не вижу. Сейчас посмотри, подожди, еще может что-то здесь есть. Смотри, что? А, палач. Ах ты гад. Погоди у меня. Погоди. Так. Опа. Как-то так. Лихо так. Так, еще тут есть до сундука, я вижу. Мантия. Что-то еще. Вот то. Вот мы все нашли. Отлично. Можно идти гнать. Так.
I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you.
Чего здесь?
Speak to Mr. Ray. He will tell you what you need to do.
Hello, Hamura.
Первый уровень говорит, сейчас откроем. Назад немножко. Погодите немножко, сначала сундук. Сначала сундук. Никак иначе. А никак иначе. Совсем.
Revelio.
Погоди. Погоди. Так-то. Наши. Тебе тоже освободить? Ну погодите. Сейчас я. Что-то слышал просто здесь. Мне показалось.
Revelio.
Ладно, в общем.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Как она?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Так, ладно. Давайте. Ну, не так опасно.
Revelio.
Готово.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Угу. Ну, пойдемте.
Revelio.
Ну, пойдемте. Мне казалось, что здесь какая-то страница кодекса просто. Так, наверх как-то добраться надо. Правильно я это? Там не фонарик.
Lumos.
Местный. Не вижу нифига.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Угу. Готово. Ну вот и все.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple... Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashbinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe, to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Yes, officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Готово. Ну
Does it
вот.
get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Хоспит. Это все хоспит. Ну вот. Как Hogwarts. Видите? Угу. Появилась. Появилась. Смотрим, с кем будем играть в этот раз. Кёрлинг. Ух ты. Что-то новенькое. Давайте посмотрим. На заре.
Hello. Are you here for someone as court?
That I am. Don't expect to be as lucky here as you were in Crossed Wands. Speaking of which, care to lose... play a match?
За эти
Of
пишу.
course, Charlotte.
Then may the best summoner win.
Хорошо. Что это матч? Что такое? Зажижа такая.
Precisely as planned.
Акцию. Вот. Спокойно.
Nice technique.
Коровля.
Precisely as planned.
30.
Sting me with a billywig. I'll never top that. Accio.
50. Блин, мощно.
Precisely as planned.
30, наверное.
Nice technique. Well, you are good.
Кто чемпион? Мы чемпион. Готов?
I'm not too proud to
Столько
admit when
гордая,
I've
чтобы не
lost.
признать
Where
поражение.
did you
Где
learn
ты
to
учил?
play like that?
I play by intuition, natural skill and all that.
That's been my strategy. I suppose it only gets you so far, though. Well, you've only one opponent left now. I won't say more than that, but let's just say he's the best for a reason.
Готово. Ну вот. Мне было сложно. Довольно-таки. Ой. Ой-ой. Подождите. Да. До утра. Так, ладно. Испытание, задание. Угу. Алибуискс. Угу. Угу. Ну и вот. Отлично. 3%. Так. Давайте. Давайте. Недалеко здесь. Так. Готово.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue powder.
I have been meaning to speak with you.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
If she knew more about what you've done, I suspect she'd be proud.
If she knew any more about what I've done, she would never let me out of her sight again.
I'm sorry. Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his... My fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
Do you think taking down the Ashwinders will avenge your father's death?
No. Vengeance is not what drives me. My father would not want that. He and my mother raised me to believe that it is a privilege to be able to fight for those who cannot. I know there is risk involved, but I feel it is worth it. I am glad you seem to think so too.
What does your mother think about all of this?
Well, as you saw, she worries a great deal. She is an excellent seer, but I think it bothers her to this day that she did not see my father's death coming. She misses him, as do I. So I believe on some level she understands my need to seek justice in a small way. But that does not mean that she likes it.
Do you think your father would approve of the things we've been doing?
Oh my, that is a good question. In theory, yes. Although he would worry as my mother does. But I think he, of all people, would understand my persistence. My father never shied away from a fight for good, no matter how ruthless the foe. And I think he would have enjoyed knowing that I had a compatriot like you.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was. Truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we will succeed. Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
Ну вот. Готово. Так. Задание. Ладно, карта Хосмит. Есть, нет. Карта мира. Так, что-то есть, что-то новенькое. Что-то прислали через почту современную. Пойдемте. Сойдем. Хосмит. Последнее обновление. Есть метла.
Here I come.
Так, идем.
Oh, hello again. Couldn't have perfected the broom upgrades without your help. As always, I have a special prize for you. I truly enjoyed working with you. Thank you for believing in me.
А, все, больше не будет, да? Гонок тебе, да?
What are we looking for today?
Да. Гонок больше не
Thanks for
будет
stopping by. Hope to see you again.
для нас. Гонок больше не будет. Ну, давайте проверим ее заодно. Что там еще? Царинная почта. Понятно. Это все, да? Понятно, это не задание было. Задание какое-то. Очередное. Ну да ладно. Так, что у нас по поводу этого? Проверим нашу полную метлу. Каково? Ну, каково? Ладно, видели. Так. Идем.
Nice to see you, my young friend.
Даже третий уровень теперь снижение. Смотрим. Ну да. Вполне. Так. Уничтожить, в принципе. Уничтожаем. С 9 6. Неизвестно, да? Так. Ну вот. Проверим.
I know a murder trial when I see one.
Новую метлу. Кого на деле будет? Все рекорды обновить. Так, у меня гонок больше не будет. Ну, посмотрим. Поехали. Ну, но все равно не хватает чего-то. 2 третьего уровня. Ух ты. Вниз. Блин, заново. Да. Провалился немножко. Я, по-моему, уже догонял. Слушайте. Где мы там? Где мы там? Так, спускаемся. Еще раз. Пробуем. Так. Слишком увлекся скоростью. Ну, поехали. Че, полетели. Полетели. Так.
That wasn't too difficult. Excellent.
Угу. Так. Ой. Ну, блин, а ты садень, что ли? Я додержусь. Ну, ошибся. Я сильно, конечно. Так. Ну-ка. Давай. Не отставай. Ну, блин. Нет. Ошибся. Вороте. Быстро. Летит-то. Уже на финише, да? Угу. Ну, близко. Еще раз пробовать. Надо еще раз пробовать. Ну, что, второе место. Я понимаю, откуда мне такой движок быстрый? Ускорение со старта. Он так делает. Понятно. Так. Да блин. Ошибся. Ну, зато перегнал временно. Видно, буду с перегоню, не хватит по штрафу. Это время, да. Так. Ну, вроде перегнал. 30 секунд как-то побить. Впервые.
Flying, if I do say so myself.
Так. Я его просто сделал.
That wasn't too difficult.
Так. Угу. Блин. Не выходить надо. Это было близко. Но нет, я проиграл. Так. Еще 3 секунды плюс. Он уже догнал меня. В конце слабовато. В конце слабовато проехал. Так. Ну, блин, хлопнешь ты.
Brilliant flying, I do say so myself.
Черт.
Excellent.
Быстрый. Так. Так. Сейчас только под конец не оплошать.
Wasn't too difficult.
И нормально будет.
Excellent.
А, вот и нет. Давай, давай, не останавливайся. Угу. Блин. Конечно, не сделал.
Made it.
Блин, вот здесь очень хорошо едет. Ой, блин, все. Сдох. Ой, простите. Проиграл. Проиграл. Блин, что так быстро-то? И пути я его вроде пригоняю, потом он меня начинает давить. Давай, давай. Далеко сделать.
This is going well.
Вперед. Так. Если хотя бы одну шарик взяли, но все равно быстрее. Все равно быстрее. За счет чего, непонятно.
That wasn't too difficult.
Ну как он так ускоряется? Ну, не черпани ты. Зачем ты этот угол? Эту икринку. Так.
Made it.
Ну, вроде боремся. Да блин.
Brilliant.
Как можно лучше. быстрее. Так. Я не читер. Ну, черпани! Что ж ты творишь, а? Почти секунду проиграл. Это было близко. Почти секунду. В конце еще не дрожать. Фу. Ладно. Вот эту я не понимаю, как он так ускорение делает со старта. Быстро. Если будет ускорение, то медленно. Идти сразу. Ну блин. Не мелькай. Вот, блин. Дает он. Прикурить. Так. Угу. Почти. Почти. Так. Здесь тоже не плашали, хорошо. Блин, а зачем? Ладно. Блин, серьезно, опять. Да никак не могу удержать битву, да что ж такое-то? Мне казалось, я нормально ехал. В итоге плохо ехал, хуже, чем собственный рекорд. Чуть больше проиграл. Ну как он так, а? Этот жук капец. И в конце сложно держать метлу. Тихо, тихо ты. Заново. Конечно. Ну реально, в принципе. С нормальными руками. Просто в чем прикол, что он сразу отрывается. И он фору нам дает. Мы ему фору типа даем такую. Как, мы тоже с ускорением летим, а не его с ускорением. Не метла быстрее явно. Все равно. Нечестно. Куда ты? Еще раз. Я думаю, сейчас быстро закончим, а нет, не так и легко. Хотелось бы этот рекорд побить. Снова в конце.
This is going well. Excellent.
Excellent. Так, блин, куда ты ведешь меня? Заново. Фух, что-то не держит в последний раз. Нет. Вообще не держит. Движок стоит, может, какой-то. Ты метлой. Так. Стартовать. Ну куда ты? Угу. Лучше так. Полетел-то. А где стабильность?
If I do say so myself.
Почему тебя сразу ведет-то? Что ж ты делаешь-то? Капец. Ну давай, хоть одну икринку. Садим-то. Ну что-то вообще отстали. Что-то плохо. Ну, вообще опять пропустили, ладно, заново. И опять икринки пропустили. Что-то я неправильно делаю. Что-то я не так делаю. Что нас выводит так в сторону в последнее время. Нестабильно. Нестабильно. Вперед. Так. Ну блин, куда ты? Ой. А вниз нельзя было? Сложно. Почему рекорд другой? Типа 14. Ладно. Стоит. Почему тебя ведет-то куда-то? Что ж такое-то? Не получается и все. Нормально пролететь. Ну чё мимо-то? Касса. Поверни, что. Что-то вообще не хочет лететь. Метла не слушается. Совершенно непослушная. Наша метла с вами. Вниз, вниз. Да чтоб тебя. Вон вверх. Может как-то не так я вниз жму. Прекращение.
This is going well.
Прекращение гонки, вы че? Так, Полина, почему? Спустишь ты вниз. Я что-то... Что ж такое-то? Почему вниз не хочет? Короче, ладно, фиг с ним. Не получается. Можно, реально, но что не хочется пока. Ладно. Короче, ладно. Испытание будет какое-то. Спасибо всем за просмотр. Если серия, ставьте лайки, все.